everyone, Miss Hearn back today to talk about some simple sentence writing. So today we're going to practice building a sentence, and we are going to show you how to break that down and what that could look like at home when you practice with your kids. So the first thing that you're going to need to do is to come up with a sentence. Today our sentence example is going to be, I see a ship. Okay, Mrs. Reed, today we're going to practice writing a sentence. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Our sentence is going to be, I see a ship. Can you say that with me?
I see a ship.
Okay, let's pound it out to figure out how many words are in the sentence.
I see a ship.
How many words are in that sentence?
I see a ship. 4.
Good job. There's 4 words in the sentence. Okay, then what we're going to do is we're going to break it down, and we're going to use a note card to represent each word in the sentence. Okay, so we have our 4 note cards set up since there are 4 words in the sentence. I'm going to have Mrs. Reed help me out. All right, Mrs. Reed, you want to come up? Okay, on each note card, we're going to write one word that was in the sentence, and we're going to go right in order. So what was the first word of our sentence?
I.
All right, let's write I on our first note card. Do you remember how to write I?
Yep, just with a I.
Okay, good job. I see. So our next word is?
See.
Okay, you want to write C on our next note card?
Yep, I'm going to tap it out first.
Okay.
E. See.
Good. Do you remember what makes the E sound in C?
I think I'm going to use double E's.
Yes, good job.
E.
Good. I like how you tapped that out and used your sound lines. All right, I see A. Good.
Just one sound.
Good job. And do you remember the last word of our sentence?
Ship.
Good.
Ip. Ship. That's 3 sounds.
Good job.
Ip. Sh. Ip.
Great job. And then as you can see, during this point, we're just focused on writing the words on each note card. We're not going to get into capitals and periods quite yet, and we'll show you next how we're going to turn this into a sentence. Okay, so we've moved our note cards down to the table so that we can use these to help guide our sentence. Okay, Mrs. Reed, we've got our sentence cards right above. Let's practice writing it in a full, complete sentence. So our first word is
I.
Do you remember how we need to write I when we write it, and especially if it's at the beginning of a sentence?
It always has to be a capital.
Good job. So we'll start with our capital letter I.
I. My next word is C.
Good. And then
E.
do you remember what we need to do in the middle?
I always
each
have to
word?
have my finger space in between because it's my next word.
Yep.
So that means I need a finger space.
Good
C.
job.
S. E.
Great handwriting.
I. C. Now I'm going to go with my next word is A. Finger space.
Good job.
A. My
And
last word is sh. I. P. Ship. Ship.
Good job.
Sh. I. P. I'm done.
Great. And then do you remember how we always have to end a sentence?
I always have to have a period at the end of my
Yes,
sentence.
you always need to remember your ending mark. Great job.
I see a ship.
Perfect.
All right, Miss Reed here, and I just wanted to recap to explain why we're using note cards to break down our sentences. When children hear language, they hear it in a continuous line. So our brain doesn't break apart words like this unless we've been taught to do it. So oftentimes when a child is first beginning to write, they may smash words together, or they aren't hearing those distinct ends and beginnings to words. So when we use the note cards, it's just a strategy to help them see visually and hear the differences between each word. So in this sentence, instead of I see, we have I see a ship. So they can really see the difference in each word, and that will really help them when they're going to write their sentence, making sure that they have that finger space at the break of each word. Don't forget, like and subscribe!